next time you drive down Grand Avenue, look out for something special. Prominent artist and El Segundo High School graduate John Van Hamersveld has just completed his latest and largest project. Today, we're at the unveiling ceremony to check it out.
This mural is epic. It is an artistic creation of John Van Hamersveld, the iconic artist who did the Endless Summer poster. And we are so proud to have it here at the Western Gateway to El Segundo.
The 32-foot tall mural wraps around this water tank 510 feet in circumference.
How do you create an image that's in 360? So the wave became the more sort of mystical aspect of it because we live by the ocean. So there's 15 waves, and then in between the waves are these sections, and then the lower part is all these symbols that I've been dealing with for the last 50 years.
I like the girl with the sunglasses because she's pretty and awesome. It's
like a show. It's like a museum show. There must be like 45 symbols in there. And then the 15 waves, and then all the graphic maneuvering of color and shape and positioning.
The tank owned by the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power received a complete makeover thanks to El Segundo resident Jimmy DeSisto.
Driving up and down Grand from the beach, every day we'd see this tank, and the kids and I said, "That's really ugly, and yeah, we can do something about this." So I picked up my phone and lobbed an email into my good friend Drew Boyles. And I said, "Drew, what can we do about this? This tank looks like it's been up here forever. It's an eyesore. We leave this beautiful beach, we come back into our beautiful city, and we have to look at this tank it's littering our town. We need to do something about this."
Mayor Pro Tem Drew Boyles and the city manager Greg Carpenter went downtown. They met with Marty, from the COO of DWP, who said, yeah, we would be open to doing something to that tank and having some sort of artwork installation. So John Van Hamersveld is a graduate of El Segundo High School 1959. We inducted him into the Hall of Fame last year. We're so proud of him. And I started thinking, if we're going to do an art installation, it should be with the most famous artist to ever come out of El Segundo.
When the city of El Segundo approached us and said we'd like to do something to improve the view of the site, especially this rusty oil tank that's been here for decades, it was a challenge to think of what could be done. And so when the suggestion came to us to put this tank wrap on it with this beautiful artwork, we embraced it right away. And we're so proud to be part of this. It's a momentous occasion, and we think it's really a sign of what can be done with infrastructure that surrounds the public everywhere, and how to really make it an enhancement to our lifestyle and not a detriment.
To hear that now this might move on to other tanks in Wilmington or other areas along the beach or elsewhere, it's just awesome.
Our part of it is to take the artwork that the artist presents us with, make sure that it's color critical. That means that the colors they want to see in their vision are what we're presenting to them in the final project. This project had over 100 color adjustments to it to get the correct colors that John envisioned. We also have to take the artwork and make sure that it is expandable to this size without any issues. This is a what they call a 70-30 mesh, exterior mesh material. It's a fire retardant, 70% image, 30% holes, and that allows wind to pass through from either side, and it gives us the ability not to have a sail on our hands, so to speak, in a windy environment.
It's not just people nearby on the ground that will be able to see the mural.
And what's really exciting is that people who are taking off at LAX, if they look out the port side of their airplane, they're going to see this magnificent artwork.
I'm tickled about that, because out of the left window you're going to be able to see it from the air.
El Segundo residents that walk or ride their bike on Grand Avenue have stopped to admire the piece.
I mean, you can see it all the way down when you're coming up the hill, and then of course coming around here. So it gave the town a big lift artistically, and just it's beautiful. We've got a lot of industrial buildings and tanks and things like that in town, And I hope this is just the start, because this town could be very special with some of this great art.
It looks beautiful, and I ride down to the beach every single weekend, and this looks so much better than the eyesore of the rest of the tanks around here. It's gorgeous, so I'm really happy to see it.
I think it's much better looking than the rusty hulk that it used to be, and I like that it's got a beach influence to it and that it's something that's much more enjoyable to look at.
It looks like everyone already appreciates this new addition to El Segundo. Come by sometime and enjoy this colorful representation of life in Southern California. For El Segundo TV, I'm Catherine Chen.